Ashley's Corner. I gotta talk about this Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. Box Sports PBC pay-per-view, February 5th. Okay, um, we talked about this on the Liquor Spot on the live that be happening on my show every Saturday. Please catch the live every Saturday right here on the Liquor Spot, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central. Um, I really like this fight. Like I said, when I first seen the article, I immediately was like, oh shit. Like, I love this fight, and the longer Barrio lasts, the better he's gonna look. All the detractors and everybody that hate Tank is gonna just, especially because a lot of them people that don't like Tank, they were very die-hard big Keith Thurman fans when he was back when he was one time Don't Duck Me Son. They loved him, you know what I mean? So to for those big Keith Thurman fans to hate on Tank, or just hate on Tank's win over Barrios, this right here is gonna be, it's gonna be a little sweet in my opinion. I like it. Splendid. But I'm gonna try to get through these specs quickly. Keith Thurman has 29 wins, 1 loss, 22 knockouts. He's fought for 160 total rounds in his career. His knockout percentage is 70.97%. He's been pro for 12 years. He is one time, a long time ago. He's 5'7" and a half. He has a 69-inch reach. He's from Florida, and right now he's labeled inactive. He's 33 years old. His last fight was July 2019, where he lost a 12-round split decision to Manny Pacquiao, which was to Manny Pacquiao and Luis Colazo was 36 and with 6 losses, and Julio Diaz was 40 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw. Besides them two, he made them two fighters retire on their stool. But Keith Thurman hasn't had a TKO or KO since 2013. Okay, that's why I said he's been one time a long time ago. All right, it's been 8 years. He fights next year, so it will be 9 years since that man has had a knockout or a TKO. Before his last fight versus Manny Pacquiao, he fought Josecito Lopez. Before he fought Manny, he fought Josecito Lopez. And that was after a 2-year layoff. And he looked horrible, in my opinion. Even though he did drop Josecito Lopez, he was 35 years old and with a record of 36-7. He looked bad again. Keith Thurman looked bad against him. And that was a 12-round fight. It's been 2 years and 7 months since his loss to Manny Pacquiao, and at the time Manny had 7 losses. Okay, and both of them had 7 losses apiece. But it's been 7 months longer than the 2-year layoff he had. You know what I mean? He barely beat Josecito Lopez, and then he lost to Manny Pacquiao, and now he's about to fight someone that you're about to see has came up all the way from 122 pounds. Okay, now moving to the specs for Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios has 26 wins and 1 loss. He's fought for he has 17 knockouts. He's fought for 142 rounds. His knockout percentage is 62.96%. He's 26 years old. He's 5'10" with a 71-inch reach. He fights out of Texas, born in Texas. He's been pro for 8 years, and he started at 122 pounds in 2013. 10 fights after that, he was at 130 pounds in 2015. That is 2 years after turning pro. He moved up 2 weight classes. Okay, in 2015 he was 130. The very next year, in 2016, he was 135. The very next year after that, in 2017, he was at 140, and he stayed at that weight class. where he stopped everyone besides one person. He went 12 with one person. Stopped everyone else until he met Gervonta Davis, where he got dropped 3 times, cut by a very legal punch in the 8th round, and was stopped in the 11th. After that one loss, his only loss in his career, and his only loss period, you know what I'm saying, in his career, he lost at 140. He moved up again, now fighting at 147 to face Keith Thurman after Tank defeat. Alright, bruh, listen, if y'all been paying attention, if you've been paying attention to this video or what's going on, Keith Thurman is at a little deficit. Alright? Mario Barrios is damn near 3 inches taller than him, with the 2-inch reach advantage on him. And where is it at? How many years younger? 7 years younger than him. The magic number is 7 in this goddamn thing. Shit, yeah. 7's everywhere, you know? Shit. Somebody might get stopped in the 7th coming in this fight. But I got Mario Barrios. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I got Mario Barrios, bruh. Keith Thurman, like Jab Jamboree said, ain't that ill off the couch. He ain't that ill off the couch. Alright? No bullshit, though. But Keith Thurman, though, after coming off that long of a layoff, getting married and all of that shit, you know what I'm saying, and fighting Josecito Lopez and almost losing that fight, in my opinion. It was, a matter of fact, no, he didn't almost lose that fight. He won that fight, but he looked horrible, I should say. He looked pretty damn bad. And then after that, fighting Manny Pacquiao, eating a bunch of dairy and dough before the fight. Like, bruh, he gonna need to be motivated to fight Mario Barrios. And if he's not, it's going to show in this fight. Just like I said in the beginning of the video, just like I said on the live, the longer this man lasts in the ring versus Keith Thurman, no matter what version of Keith Thurman this is, the better Gervonta Davis looks. Now, I know he's going to look well. Regardless, like, in my opinion, Barrios can't lose in this situation. He might can lose the fight, but he can't lose in the situation. This is your first fight at welterweight, and you're fighting one-time Keith Thurman. You're fighting someone that had 2 belts. You're fighting someone that only lost to Manny Pacquiao. This is a big name, and you cannot tell me, like I said, okay, if you fight Gervonta Davis and you don't even necessarily need to look great or look good, real good doing it. If you last 10 rounds or more, you're going to get recognition. You're going to get more fights. You're going to get better checks. All of that shit happens when you fight Gervonta Davis and you last with that man. Okay? That's what happens. When you look at everybody that lasted 9 or 10 rounds plus with Gervonta Davis, they got 1 or 2 main fights. I can't say marquee fights because a lot of these people are still coming up. But you look at Gamboa, you look at Francisco from whatever his name is. I can't really remember his name right now. You know what I'm saying? Even Mario Barrios. Even though Mario Barrios ain't staying at 140, he's going up and fighting somebody that just had 2 titles. Before Earl Spence had 2 titles, who else had 2 titles at the same time right before him? Keith Thurman. It was Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is big. You know what I mean? And everybody, this is another reason why everybody calls out Gervonta Davis. He's the draw. He has the cash. He brings butts and said you get more recognition. And you're going to get, because people want to fight him so bad, everybody that lasts with him, no matter how they look, because you see Cruz lasted with him. He didn't look great, in my opinion. Cruz didn't look great because you were fighting a one-armed man. He didn't look great. He didn't. And you already got people wanting to fight his motherfucking ass. You know, Ryan Garcia said he's a C fighter, but he want that C class work. He want to fight. Like, bruh, come on now. It doesn't even matter. Mario Barrios in this fight is going to be a good fight. When this fight draws near, I'll make a video about just the fight. But I wanted to lay the premise and the groundwork about exactly these two fighters' resume and how this came to be. And I got Barrios. Let me know who you got in this fight. Tell me why shortly, briefly in the comment section. Again, I will make a video probably beginning of February about this fight. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.